Hey everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a video from the YouTube channel, Multi-City Trips. This is going to be the best 10 places to visit in the UK. So let's jump in and let's have a look at this one, shall we?
The United Kingdom, or the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland as it's officially titled, is a country in the northwest portion of Europe. It includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and has had a long and fascinating history. At one point, it was the largest empire in history, and there is a large British influence in many of its former colonies and territories. If you're planning a trip to the United Kingdom, you might be overwhelmed by how much there is to do. This list of the 10 best places to visit in the UK will help you craft.
So I still live in the UK. I'm actually originally from Scotland. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's any places that I used to live. There's a lot of history in the UK from Bronze Age right up to obviously Roman occupation and then obviously current history. So this will be interesting to see what places they've highlighted. Definitely more than 10 to visit, but it's going to be interesting to see what they've put on their list.
Here are the top 10 of the best places you should consider visiting for your next trip to the UK. Number 1. London. London is one of the most fascinating and well-known cities in the world because of how it blends cultural innovation with historical legacy. There are so many incredible things to do in England's capital city beyond the typical attractions like Big Ben or the Tower of London, although those are definitely worth visiting. Check out local flea markets and antique shops, or catch a show at a West End theater or one of the city's many concert or comedy venues. You can also grab a bite to eat at the city's oldest restaurant, Rolls, which dates back to 1789.
Only 1789. Wow, I thought there would have been one older than that in London. Okay. A lot of history, obviously, around London. A lot of Roman history as well, too. A lot of ruins and old buildings, obviously. What's left, remnants there. If history is your thing, definitely check it out.
Number 2, the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
This region was officially designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty in 1966, but the man-made elements are gorgeous as well. A walk through the cobblestone streets will make you feel like you've stepped into the pages of a fairy tale. Spend your time in one of England's most picturesque regions by picking your own fruit at local orchards, shopping at local businesses, and if you're a Lord
look at that door.
of the Rings fan, you'll want to explore St. Edward's Church in Stow-on-the-Wold and see its north door. The site of this door, framed by yew trees, is said to have inspired J.R.R. Tolkien when he was writing the iconic series.
Wow. It definitely has that kind of Lord of the Rings feel to it, that's for sure.
Number 3. Bath. The name.
This is obviously going back to Roman history. This is obviously why it's called Bath, because of the Roman baths there. I'm sure they're just about to mention that. But yeah, if you, as I said, if you like history, especially Roman history, definitely check out Bath for sure.
Bath is accurate, with a city known for the historic Roman bathhouses and hot springs that date back to as early as 50 AD. You can see these well-maintained structures when you visit, and while the water in historic baths is off limits, you can opt for one of the contemporary bathhouses to feel the benefits of the hot springs' natural waters with modern comforts. Bath is also home to other interesting sites, such as the Jane Austen Centre, which features wax statues and information that details the life of one of the most famous authors in English history. Number 4. Brighton. Located on England's southern coastline, Brighton is one of the country's best coastal destinations. It's known for its vibrant, quirky culture, and you can spend your time here browsing antique shops, unique eateries, and enjoying the city's beaches. Make sure you take time to visit the Brighton Palace Pier and experience its fair-like atmosphere, which features amusement park rides, food, shops, and sideshows. Number 5. Edinburgh. Scotland's capital city is filled with history, art.
Been to Edinburgh heaps of times. Very nice city, very walkable as well, especially up in the Royal Mile as well.
And modern Scottish culture. You can spend your day exploring Edinburgh Castle and see impressive artifacts like Scotland's crown jewels. If you're visiting in the late summer, try to check out the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is one of the largest arts and cultural festivals in the entire world. Not only are there official venues showcasing all kinds of talented performers, but nearly every possible space becomes a makeshift venue with bars and pubs hosting events and musicians performing in the streets. Number 6. Glasgow.
This is where I was born, Glasgow. Excellent city.
Scotland's most populous city, Glasgow, has a reputation as being one of the friendliest cities in the country, so if you're a social person, you'll have a great time visiting and getting to know the local community and culture. The city is defined by its Victorian-era architecture and its role as an artistic hub. The city, with a Scottish ballet and Scottish opera located here, as well as a modern music scene that produced artists like the Belle and Sebastian and Franz Ferdinand. Number 7. Cardiff.
Oh,
Wales's
back in
capital
Wales.
city
Okay.
is filled with museums, restaurants, and shops to explore. Cardiff Castle is a definite highlight, as is the Cardiff Central Market. The market is an
Never been to Wales. It's always that one thing when you live in, when I lived in the UK, it's like, oh yeah, I'll go next time, next time. Never did get to Wales.
indoor shopping centre housed in a Victorian-era structure. Cardiff is also a major filming location for television shows like Doctor Who, so you might even get to see some behind-the-scenes moments depending on when you visit.
Wow, that's a very red building, isn't it? Okay.
Number 8. Snowdonia National Park. For a more outdoorsy experience in the UK, be sure to visit the picturesque Snowdonia National Park. Located in the northwestern part of Wales, it was the country's first designated national park. It contains 9 mountain ranges that cover over the park and includes an incredibly varied landscape. When you explore Snowdonia, you could
Wow.
see mountains and steep cliffs, as well as lush river gorges, waterfalls, and forested areas. Entry to this beautiful Welsh park is free, and it's open daily.
Man, what views. Absolutely amazing, aren't they? Wow.
Number 9. Belfast. Belfast is Northern Ireland's capital city and has played an important role in the region's history and growth. It was a major port city, and several industries found incredible success here. Many major ships were built in Belfast shipyards, including the infamous RMS Titanic. Today, when you visit Belfast, you can learn about this naval history by visiting the Titanic Museum to see various exhibits and displays that tell the story of this ill-fated ship. Number 10. Derry. Derry, officially known as Londonderry, is on many people's radar because of the popular show Derry Girls, which premiered in 2018. But it's one of Northern Ireland's most populous cities with many incredible sights to see. One of the most famous are the city's walls, which date back to the 17th century. The walls include 7 gates, 4 of which are original.
Wow.
There you have it, our top 10 of the best places you should consider visiting for your next trip to the United Kingdom. We hope you find our guide helpful, and if you are planning a trip to any of these amazing places in the UK, ensure to check our recommended of the best flights, hotels you can stay in, and best things to do during your visit in the video description below. Need help planning and finding the best vacation package?
So, obviously, no big surprises there. Obviously, hit all the major cities. There's so much more to see than that in Britain. In obviously Northern Ireland, they only hit 2 places. There's a lot more. Wales, obviously, there's a million more places to go. But I mean, it is the top 10. I guess if you're touring around Britain, they're the kind of places you want to see, hitting those major ones. And then obviously getting information from the locals is probably the best way to see the best things anyway. So, but that was an interesting list. Some of them I've been to. As I said, I've never made it to Wales. I have gone to Northern Ireland heaps of times, actually. Port Rush is usually where I'd go in Northern Ireland, but never did make it to Belfast. Never came about. So But that was a very interesting list. If you do know more places, let me know down in the comment section too. I'd love to hear some. See if I've checked them out as well too. So guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Make sure you stay safe, and I will definitely see you in the next reaction video.